Hello, and welcome back to the Glorious Mind YouTube channel. Welcome to this space. Uh, this video might be just for me. I might be the only person that takes anything away from this, which is probably just fine. Uh, it'll have to be. I wanted to talk very briefly about trauma and hope, which is very vague. I had an experience today that, uh, I was talking with someone, super nailing it, feeling really connected, and felt my anxiety, slowly going down as I was able to engage, the parts of me that feel confident and feel intelligent and, my best self, the self that I like the most. Um, but then, but then a difficult trigger totally knocked me right out of my window of tolerance, and um, and I just like immediately was in the grip of a trauma reaction, which is frustrating because it's not been too long, but I feel like I've been working pretty hard to cope with these types of things, and then to be so dysregulated just so automatically, which is, I guess, how trauma reactions work, right? Um, they overtake you, and there's not much room for options to slow down or curb it in time often. Um, yeah, so I found myself just in the grips of this this trauma reaction, and I, of course, have that inner critic, right? Um, who was probably very useful in helping me um, feel protected and in control at one point in time, but who now, as I'm trying to develop compassion and love towards myself, can just be a real toot, just a real toot sometimes. Someone who speaks too loudly and yeah, has words that aren't gentle enough for what I need in the moment. Anyway, but I had the thought, like, no matter how mm, charming I am in my experience, or accomplished I feel inside of my abilities, or agile I feel within my own mind, um, there is and maybe will always be a young, scared girl living inside of my body, um, who will cry out if, yeah, if monsters come. She'll cry out. And within that, um, it's very hard not to want to crush her and silence her, and, if we're being honest, re-traumatize her by telling her she's not welcome here. Um, Man up and get out type of mentality. But I reached out to somebody I care about and cares about me, um, and I was trying to picture what that person would say to that little girl, and uh, I feel within healthy relationships, the most healing part, more than any magical words that they can say or any type of comfort that they can bring by, like, talking you out of being upset. Um, the ability to have someone who hopes for you, um, not just that you can be better or do better, but that even in not being or doing better, you're still perfectly worthy of love and perfectly okay. That you can be as scared or as shut down as you are, as you need to be, and be no less worthy to be in a space. And so I guess I wanted to say maybe it can be viewed as like trauma and hope being enemies, or fighting with one another, which I guess in one way is true. But I think the beauty of being on a healing journey is integrating, right, the terrible, ugly monsters with the beautiful, connecting, and hopeful bits, and having both somehow more enriched, like by having had contact with one another, like both being more full than they would have been. Yeah, both the adversity and the positivity taking on a different dimension that's more full. And so that's today's video. Yeah. Feel free to leave comments if something resonated or if something didn't resonate and you wanted to use this as a platform to talk about something. I'd be curious if anybody else has been in such a place, where maybe you were triggered and found yourself showing up in a way that isn't as pleasant for you, or, that you would choose otherwise, but maybe didn't have choice in the moment. You don't have to go super into detail because it's the internet, but I'd be curious about your story, as well as what you did, who you reached out to, what resources, either internally or outside of yourself, pulled you through. You may like this video, you may share this video, and you can subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more about my days and my thoughts, because they're so good. I hope you're well, and I'm wishing for good things for whoever's on the other side. I'll talk to you soon.